Hey guys, it's Felix from Bars and Cigars, ATL out. And as you can see, I'm not on the porch. We're out at a cigar lounge near Kennesaw, that's near Marietta, right outside of Atlanta, Georgia. But as I promised in my review of the Blackbird Supreme, we're continuing with the Blackbird line of cigars. This time, we have the Flamingo. The Flamingo was a partnership that Blackbird did with SmokingPipes. SmokingPipes is an online cigar store with a great variety of cigars and pipe tobacco. So you definitely need to swing by there. But this here is a unique blend put together by those two guys. Here you're dealing with a Ecuadorian Habano wrapper, binder from the United States, and filler that is from Dominican Republic, Nicaragua, and the United States. So very interesting blend. We're going to get into it. Of course, as usual, we're going to smoke through the first portion, second portion, final portion, give you our thoughts of each one, and then summarize our overall smoking experience. So let's not waste any time. Let's get into it. We are into the first third. But before I tell you about the notes and what I'm getting from it, I want to tell you a little bit more about the cigar. So we already covered the makeup of the cigar with the Ecuadorian Habano wrapper, the United States binder, and the fillers from 3 different regions. But I want to tell you also about the Vitola. So I think Blackbird and SmokingPipes did a good job with going with a Lancero. It gives you much more of a equal ratio of tobacco, so you're really getting a lot of the wrapper in combination with the filler. What that wrapper is doing is also showing off that Ecuadorian Habano. So, about the flavors that I'm getting from this cigar. Starts off with a lot of flavor from the beginning. Didn't take a lot of time for it to kind of warm up and starts to give you a flavor. So I'm definitely already thinking this cigar is more on the medium to full. More so full. Gives you at the start of this a lot of cedar, a lot of nutmeg too. So there's some nuttiness, there's a nice woodiness to it, and then there's a little bit of white pepper there as well. So you got white pepper, you got cedar, you got nutmeg, and some nuttiness in there. So a really, really good start, bold start to a excellent cigar. Also want to highlight the color of this wrapper. That Ecuadorian Habano gives you a little bit of a red undertone, nice texture, very well matured tobacco here. It's a beautiful wrapper. So let's continue to smoke through it. I will come back on our second portion and give you the thoughts on that flavor profile there. All right, stay with us. All right, guys, we are well into our second portion, and great transition since our first portion here. The one thing I do want to say is it burned a little bit faster than what I thought, but it's a Lancero, so you can't expect a long smoking time, but good high priming tobacco. As far as the transition from the first portion to this portion, initially I got a little bit of sweetness that I would say was just sweet tobacco, but since then it's gotten darker or heavier, turned to more of a molasses sweetness, and that also brought in a little bit of barrel char. So I would say oak barrel char. Think of the bottom of a whiskey barrel, right? It is heavy, it's charry, it's smoky, but it's still playing well with those heavier notes or continuation from the first notes that you got, which was dark and heavy flavors. There is a introduction of earth in this portion. So you got earth, you have barrel char, you have some molasses sweetness. That's just on top of the flavors from the first portion. So you still got the nutmeg, you still have those earlier nutty flavors, but just layer now on top of that molasses sweetness, barrel char, and that pepper. So one thing I want to highlight in this second portion is the retrohale. So guys, this is how you pick up additional flavors and notes that you may not be getting on the palate, but the retrohale on this gives a nice floral herbal bouquet, a little bit of more of that white pepper, so you will pick up some of that strength, but the aroma and the bouquet on that, on the retrohale is just amazing. So guys, you definitely got to retrohale this one with those bold flavors that's on the palate. It's nice to add some floralness and some herbalness in that retrohale and pick that up and from the cigar. So we're going to continue to smoke through here. We'll come back when I'm about in the middle of the very long band here, and then we'll tell you about the final third, and then we'll wrap it up with a summary. So stay with us, smoke on. All right, guys, we're on the final third, wrapping up this cigar, and another big transition this time. I will say this cigar has gotten meaty. It's the only way I can explain it. It has turned into a peppered steak. There's a lot of meat notes, heavy, rich, salt and pepper, that's in this profile. Now, I will say it continued with some of the notes, but not all of them. So I don't get the molasses. I still get the barrel char. So some things have fallen off, some things have increased. The pepper has definitely increased with the meatiness and the earth and the nutmeg. So this is how this last third is wrapping up. All in all, to give you my overall summary, the smoking experience has been great. The burn has been even all the way around. Haven't had to relight it or go through anything of that nature. The ash has been good. Hasn't stayed for too long, but it is a nice heavy smoke. So, if you're looking for something for the more mature smoker that likes full body cigars, that wants something that's limited edition, this will be something new to them that I think Blackbird and Smoking Pipes has done a good job with. It's a particular profile that is, again, for the more experienced smoker, but the flavors, you're going to get everything on that fuller side of things. You're going to get the black pepper, you're going to get the white pepper, you're going to get the sweet tobacco, the molasses, the earth. Really nice profile with some complexity and various notes that combine pretty well. So, Blackbird, you did a good job. I continue to smoke your brand. I love your brand. I love the Supreme. That's more into my wheelhouse. But this Flamingo is really, really nice and a nice, well-off limited edition from Smoking Pipes. So check out both Blackbird Cigars and Smoking Pipes. And, of course, follow along, subscribe to the channel so you too can smoke with us. All right? So this is Felix from Bars and Cigars, sitting here with Ed Carter, all a part of the PLE. And we'll check you next time. Light up your life.